Hey guys, John here, and welcome back inside the Vintage Geek's toy room. As you can see, we have quite a few figures that we can look at in coming up videos. Pretty cool. I've opened a few to take a look at them, but today we're going to take a look at the Black Series Ewok, Teebo the Ewok. Teebo! Teebo the Ewok in the new style Black Series packaging, which he looks good in the box. I like how slim the front of the box is. It's really narrow. It just fits the figure and that's it. No extra. They really are saving plastic on this thing. But, I mean, you put Admiral Akbar next to him and it just doesn't work on your shelf. If you line them up so they're hitting the back of the shelf in a straight line, then all of these pictures are going to be at an angle. They're going to be caterwonky like that, you know? And as a perfectionist, it doesn't satisfy me on the shelf unless they're perfectly lined up. So if you do them perfectly lined up like that, and you have Admiral Akbar's arm completely in the picture so you can see it now, where in the past you weren't able to see his elbow in the other situation. Now you've got this blocked out square in the back of your shelf as this protrudes, and as you go down collecting more of the line, they're going to end up sticking out. So if you angle them, then you're going to have these gaps on the front and back of your shelf, the beginning and the end, because the wall would come out right here. So either way that you do it, it doesn't make sense. The picture should have been on this side. I don't know. Nice image on the back. I really like that. Teebo the Ewok. It says, in Ewok Scout, Teebo sounded the horn, summoning the Ewoks to fight the stormtroopers during the Battle of Endor. Pretty cool. Hasbro, Disney, all that stuff on it. Ages 4 and up. Here's Teebo out of the packaging with all his gear off except for the necklace, because the necklace to come off requires you to pop the head off, and I didn't want to do that. Here's the cool hat, the little pig head, which I think would be really gross. He's added some leather on it to sort of fill it out to make it fill his head. That's pretty cool. The detail on this thing is awesome. Feathers sticking out the side of it. He's got his double bandoliers, straps here with a horn on one side and a sheath for the knife on the other. And yeah, this sheath should hold the knife. He's got a little tiny flint knife, which is really cool. And that should pop right in here. Does very easily, really nice looking. I always love it when knives and things have their own sheaths to go in. Really cool. He's got the axe, going back to the days of Kenner. And I just have my Kenner one here, and you can see the axes are pretty similar. I really like that touch. And there's this horn there too. I really like that touch because it just brings us who've been collecting since the beginning back to the beginning. Our nostalgia. It itches that nostalgia itch. The spear looks great. I like the fluffiness thing on it and cool spearhead. Let's go into some articulation here before we put all his gear on. His head moves side to side. You got a little bit of up and down, forward and backwards there. The arms do move up and out in a full 360. You got a rotation at the elbow and a bend, and a rotation at the hands. There might be a bend in there at the hands, but you don't have much. You got a waist movement up and down and, 360. And then you have a rotating knee and knee joint. And you've got the feet joints that move there. Lots of backwards movement. They pulled the fur up in the back so you could do that. And his feet twist. No other twisting in the legs except for at the knee there. Little thigh movement there, and you can rock around with. The thighs can move up and down and out a little bit, so you can put them in this nice seated position. And you can can put him with Chewbacca if you want to. And they can groom each other. He can be like, oh, I'm going to comb your hair and pat your side of your face. And, you're fluffy. You're nice and fluffy. Oh, look, here's a tick. Oh, another tick. Here, oh, there's another one. Man, where'd you go? You're full of ticks. So if Chewbacca wants to groom him, he can groom him just fine. They can bend in any position you want, so... He looks really cool. I like the color patterns on him. I mean, I really do. I really like this figure. I think they did a good job with the color patterns and just the way that they've, decoed him out. The paint deco, whatever you call it, right? He just looks like a good figure. A very nice addition to the Return of the Jedi Black Series line of action figures. I hope we get more Ewoks. Now that I have one, I want Chief Chirpa. I want, Wicket. I want Paploo, Logray, Maktahe! Hey, back off! This is like where he's going to stab Han Solo. Bakto! Yup, nup, ichu, yup, yup. I wish they kept that song at the end of Return of the Jedi. I don't understand why they changed it. The Ewok song was great. And then they had to go and change it. That's probably my biggest gripe of the entire special editions is they took away the Ewok song. The Yup No song is gone. Like, what? Why would they do that? I loved that song. This is a really good stance for this figure. I really am happy that you can put him in this stance and he can look like he's attacking Han Solo and the gang when they first fell onto the planet. You can also have him in like a guard duty stance, so he can sort of stand here sort of like he's on guard. Maybe he's standing outside of Chief Chirpa's hut. He's like ready to go, I think that's pretty cool. You could also have him ready for battle, get both weapons in his hands, and he's all like, deep to that! He's going to jump down on you and everything. I'm going to kill all the stormtroopers! Roar! Bash him in the head with rocks! That's what he's going to do. Yay! He swings down from the trees. Roar! Oh, this is cool. Yeah, I like him. I'm happy to have him. Alright, guys. Thanks a lot. I hope you got a good luck at Teebo the Ewok. And here he is next to my Kenner counterpart and the box. And we're going to wrap it up. I really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. All the subscriptions have helped so much in growing this channel. It is beyond words how much I appreciate that. Okay. Thanks for stopping by. We'll talk to you guys later. I think I'm going to run out to a store today and check out someplace I've never been to before. You might see a video on it if they have cool stuff. Alright, see you guys later. Bye-bye. Yup, nup. Ichup, yup, up. Woochie, woochie, woochoo. A-boo, boo, wah, wah. Itchy, goo, chee, boo. Yup, nup. Itchy, boo, chee, goo. Yup, nup.